Let's now shift our attention to what is happening in the United States of America, where the hearing in Donald Trump's New York hush money scandal is all set to begin any time. Now, for the first time in American history, a former or a sitting president of the United States of America is being sentenced in a criminal case. Now, Donald Trump, who's been convicted of falsifying business records, faces 34 felony counts and is expected to receive a minimal sentence. It'll be very interesting to see as to what the quantum of this minimal sentence would be. Now, Judge Juan Merchan has indicated that Trump is likely to receive what is called an unconditional discharge, which means the conviction stands but without imprisonment, fine or a probation. Now, the case stems from Trump's efforts to keep the alleged affairs with the adult star, the porn star Stormy Daniels, under wraps during his 2016 run for the presidency. The payment to Stormy Daniels had exceeded the legal campaign contribution limits, leading to felony convictions. Now, Trump has denied wrongdoing, claiming that the case is actually part of a political witch hunt against him, and he has pledged to continue appeals and legal challenges. The U.S. Supreme Court also has rejected President-elect Donald Trump's last-minute appeal to delay his sentencing in the case. And all eyes are, of course, going to be on the verdict that will decide when Trump will serve his sentence, as he's to take oath as the U.S. President in just about a few days from now. Now, to give us more details on this, we're joined by our correspondent Susan Tehrani, who's been tracking the story very closely for us from New York. Susan, this is a case that I'm sure will be talked about a lot within the United States of America and indeed across the world. The man who is to take charge of the White House in a few days from now is to be sentenced in the hush money scandal. Talk to us about the implication of what this sentencing is likely to mean for Donald Trump's presidency.
So in the grand scheme of things, it's really not going to mean anything, because we know that now with what Judge Juan Merchan has mentioned, that it's going to be the minimum sentencing, no prison time, no fine, that they just basically wanted to get a conviction. Personally, it's costly, of course, for President-elect Donald Trump, but he's going to be able to run the country. He can still be commander-in-chief. The problem is he is now, in about an hour's time, going to be officially a convicted felon. And what's ironic about this is that in the United States, a convicted felon can't own a firearm or have a pistol or a rifle, but he's able to be commander-in-chief and have the country's nuclear codes. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of opinions about whether or not this was even necessary to do to Donald Trump, but it's a hit for him personally. But in the greater scheme of things, it's really not going to affect how he's going to govern. Right. Why the court decided to do this, that's another conversation to be had.
Indeed. And what is the appeal process for Donald Trump? Is he going to sit out through his presidency, or will he appeal against this conviction and say that this conviction simply doesn't stand because this is a political witch hunt, according to him?
Yeah, he's going to appeal, and the judge has allowed him to appeal virtually, so he's not going to be in court, but his team is definitely going to appeal. Indeed.
Thank you very much, Susan Tehrani, for joining us with those details then. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.